Welcome back to Oldman Gaming. Hey, we are here in our hard mode series. I haven't done anything for the map. Let's check that out. But I have good news. What? Oh, I'm a step ahead of myself here. All right, so I think during this last leaderboard, if I remember right, it's been a bit of a journey for me. I mean, I haven't remembered too many things because it's been a crazy month. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. It was a crazy month. But I believe in one of the chats, I think I was in a chat with Rasher Wagon and Cass, and we were talking about the hard mode series and how it's not fun anymore because the dirt's all they've done the whole dirt thing. So, and I said, well, look, I know at least one. I've got this one we're playing now. I could upload it somewhere. Tell you guys to download it. I said, give me some time, I'll figure it out. So I've got it figured out. And what has happened, I've got 4 saves. In fact, let me see if I can pull up my is it in there is this let's see if that okay it's showing. Okay, so here under gold mining simulator, I now have a new hard mode. What is this? it's a thread. There we go. And so I put in 4 of them. So I'm gonna tell you what they are now. So this one is one, I believe. It's the newest of all of them, but it's season 1, day 1. Basically, I logged in, I guess, saved the game, and I left it there. So nothing's been done. You're at the hotel. You're just about to go hop in the truck. So that's like fresh. Nothing's been done. I believe it's one with the proper dirt. This one might need to be tested. The rest of them are ones that I have played. So this one is season 1, day 21. So I've got some things done in there, but not everything. And this is much further. So this is our current episode not current episode, but the current series that we're in, but further back, probably about several months. And then this one, hard mode, season 6, day 12, is the current one that I'm in. Actually, it's if you load it up, it'll be right where we're at here. So hopefully that will get you guys all set up. Let me know which ones you download. Let me know which ones, if you play through them, if you find it's the same. Because I only want to have the ones on there that are the old rules, if you'll call them that, of the. I don't need all these squares. We're digging maybe 3 squares today. Anyhow, so anyway, yes. Let me know which one you downloaded, and then let me know once you get into the game far enough if it truly is. According to all the dates on the files, it should be. I believe so. Most of them I know are from like 23. There's a couple from 2021, so they will definitely have the right dirt. It's actually that very first one. That's season 1, day 1. I think it's June of this year, so it's possible that one may not be, but I believe it is. I just have not played it enough or at all, to be honest, to be able to tell you. So that's why I'm saying the first one might need to be tested to make sure, but the other ones I know their dates are so old that they should work just fine. They are zip files, so you just have to unzip them and then put them into your saves file, which is generally in app data. Well, okay, for Windows. I don't know if they have it anywhere else. I don't think it's on Mac or anything, but anyway, it's an apps data, roaming, code horizon, and then you may have, I still have my actual saves from Gold Rush when it was called Gold Rush. But there's also a folder for Gold Mining Simulator, and under that you'll find a place that says saves, and that's where you'll put it. And when you start the game, it should show up in your save game list that you can then go and play it. So hopefully that's brings a little joy to a few of the people. I know that a few of them are like, man, if I could get my hands on a save game like that, I would. And since I've got them, I'm going to let you have them. So, I mean, at worst, I believe you'd start at season 1, day 21 or something. I think I'm still in the hog pen area in that one. With just a few things, so. But definitely want to help where I can, and since I've been playing this game for ages, I still got a few of those. I mean, I'm surprised I had one at day 1, or season 1, day 1. That was like a real good find. So I believe that one is actually in the Gold Rush folder. So that would mean that it probably should be one with the old gold distribution, which was actually a hard mode rather than what they have now. So let me know if you have problems as well. If you have any problems, just start it, like just type in there. I'll do my best to kind of keep watch on that and answer you back as quick as I can. If it's within this next week, we'll have patience because my wife is going to be induced in 2 days. So we will have a baby in our house in the next 3 days, probably. So could be 2, but sometimes the labor goes for a while. Although we've been through this circus a few times, so it should go pretty fast. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a circus having a baby, like the stuff at the doctor's anyway. The delivery of the kid, it's always a bit of a interesting, fun time. It's definitely not what they show on the movies, that's for sure. At least unless you've got some woman who's being extremely dramatic. But for us, it's not been that way. So, I mean, she's even had one of the kids without any pain meds, and she didn't scream at all. So the movies have it all wrong, just to let you know. But hey, like I said, I'm happy to help out the community, get you some old saves that are gonna bring back a better gaming experience than, or just what we want to see, what we like. So, and maybe the devs, if you're watching, you could. Oh man, it ran out. I was wondering if we'd have to do this, but okay. I didn't really pay attention. I was like, let's get to digging. That's fun. But yeah, we've been asking. I think I even brought it up when we did the dev show, that we'd like to have the hard mode have the older version of the dirt distribution, but I don't know if they did anything about it. But that I better get back into this. Just do one, sometimes two a week during the off season of the leaderboard. But I want to get some digging done. See where we can get to. Like the next goal, obviously, is going to be to get to purchasing the next claim, because, well, we're almost there, but repairs are just, they constantly eat out of that that chunk of money we got. So I think 100, if we're getting 30 ounces of cleanup, it should be 4 or 5 cleanups. But those 4 or 5 cleanups, the repair costs for it could easily be 30 or 40K, if not more. And then also, the claim owner definitely wants to take his money. I mean, I don't blame him. If I had a claim that I couldn't work, but somebody else could, I would go the royalty route, let them take some of it. Nope. There we go. Get it all turned off. All right, back to work we go. And we had enough for one dump truck full. I mean, I know for sure we'll make it to the next claim, no sweat. And I'm definitely hoping to see a lot more gold over there. You know, when we get into the good gold, maybe 32 ounces instead of 30. I mean, one could hope, right? That would not be much for a cleanup. You're like, all right, we're into like real good gold, and you get like 2 or 3 more ounces than the previous claim. That would be pretty crazy. All right, it looks like we need to turn on our wash plant. Didn't realize I just hopped in. I was quite excited that I got all the files put together, got them named so you could kind of figure out what they are, and that it works there up on Discord. So I will try to make sure that there's an invite to my Discord server in the description of this. I'll do my best to remember. Like, I'm going to upload this right after, and I'll do it. I believe it's already within the description, but if not, I'll make sure it's there. I mean, here we've got 32 ounces already. We're going to get this one here. It's going to be another 30, or about 32, something like that. This is, so we can get roughly 90 ounces in a day, but that's through this good dirt. And if we remember, we're looking at the, there's a row and some left, so we don't have a lot. Kind of not cool, but what can you do? Guess we gotta, ooh, let's not get going too fast here. Still got 45%, so we need to get around 55, and then we can dump it all in. And if you didn't see, didn't realize, or didn't watch the last video of the leaderboard, I did make it. Actually, like, slid in on the second before the last day. And then on the last day, I actually didn't play because I'm like, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna say they're not gonna change, and they didn't. I mean, seasonal, it's like if you don't see it in the last, say in the last 3 days, you don't see any movement from those, and they are pretty high, then you probably aren't going to. You're not probably going to move again. Now, I didn't make the actual what is it, little challenge I had, the 150K challenge. But yeah, like I said, it's been a very interesting month. Due to my wife being pregnant, and I mean a few complications have risen up, which is why we have like a induction date. Just had to be monitored a lot more. Had quite a few more doctor's appointments than one might normally, especially here in Finland. I mean, they like don't see you unless you've got problems. So they also, which is pretty crazy, if they generally let you go over. In fact, our second to last baby, yeah, my wife went into normal labor, but she was overdue by almost 2 weeks. So it was like, she was like, I'm so done with this. And that's what they do here. They'll let you run over. So, whereas in America, I think one of our last babies, so my wife and her friend were pregnant at the same time, and their due dates were like super close together, maybe a week apart. So, and they had the same, what you call it? Not nurse. Midwife. There we go. Anyway, so they had the same midwife. So when her friend went into labor, we went up to the hospital to see, like, well, we were there to help her out, my wife, and or did we just go up after? I think we went up after. Maybe my wife was there, and then she called me in after to come see the baby when it was born. But anyway, the midwife's like, well, you're here. Do you want to get induced? My wife's like, well, I still got about a week. She's like, well, it's fine. It won't be a problem. And so like 20 minutes later, there's my wife being induced. And then she had the baby like a few hours later. It's very different. How, just different way things work in different countries. I mean, like, maybe would have never known how this all worked if, we didn't have babies in both countries. And then obviously there's lots of other things that work differently. Like over here, like getting your license is crazy. Expensive, and I think they have it rigged. At least the one school we've been using seems to be like not as good as, I mean, there's only a couple of schools that you can go to. So okay, in America, you do it generally in high school, and you basically just have to pay for the learner's permit, which I think is like $20 or $40, which it could have changed. I haven't done my driving test for like 30 years. No, not 30, but 25, let's say. And I'm sure it's changed, like the price has changed a bit, but everything else is free, right? Like you go to the classes, you get a driving permit, you get to go out and drive with your parents or at least another licensed adult, and you get to learn. You learn a lot in the school, but I think what really gets them past the tests is the fact that they learn a lot driving the roads, getting the actual experience. That's what best prepares you. So here in Finland, You don't get a driver's permit. You can't go out and practice with another licensed driver. You can only basically practice with an instructor from the school. And so they will line you up with a certain amount of, or like when you purchase the driver's license class, you get a certain amount of driving lessons with it. I mean, they go over like all the textbook stuff, and you can go into the simulator as much as you like, I think. But it's just not the same as driving on the roads. And so I think two of my sons have gone through the same school. I think it's $1,200 or $1,500, so it's a lot of money. And they both failed the first test. And it wasn't like, oh, you ran a red light and this is, like you just totally bombed it. It was like, in fact, my second son, who just like did it a few months ago before he went to the Army, it was like the stupidest reason. I think what it was like he was almost done with the test. The instructor says, okay, let's just go ahead and turn around. So he turns down a road that has like a cul-de-sac that's got a circle. So he goes there, turns around, and comes back, and then when he's done with the test, the instructor says, well, basically, you did everything right, but when you went to go turn around, you went down a road that I think maybe it wasn't a private road, but it was like, I think for residents that only lived there only. But there was no signs that really tell you that. He's like, well, all I did was go to turn around. It wasn't like I was driving through or anything, because there are some roads that you can't drive down, even though there are roads that are like, some of them are for buses and things. And so he's like, so because you like went down a road that normally you wouldn't go down to turn around, then you failed. He's like, well, the idea is, you're right. I normally wouldn't go down there, but I needed to turn around. I'm like stupid ass things. Like they just look for reasons to fail you, because then you have to generally take one or two more driving lessons, which you then have to pay for those because they won't be a part of the class. And you have to repay for the test as well. So you're spending another $300 to $500 because they failed you on some stupid small tech. Even my son, it was the same, the first one, same thing. He had gone, like, the instructor had asked him to like make a turn somewhere, so he goes and turns down the road, and then it ends up he's like in a place where they're doing construction, and like he basically went the right way, but there was like a sign there at the construction site that said that had some instructions. I believe it was, and it, like he didn't follow the instructions completely. But every driver going down the road was doing the same exact thing he did. So he basically was followed what the sign said, and also just followed what the traffic around him was doing. Which, I don't know. I'm just, it's crazy. So I think it's like at least with this school, I think it's a bit of a scam, so that they'll be able to like siphon more money out of you before you actually get your get your license. Now, one good thing I like about it, when I got here, I got my license. Like in America, I think it's every 5 years or something that they expire. I'll just pull it out and let me look at it. I don't have an American license anymore. I'm looking at my Finnish one. I can't remember. but its expiration date is off the wall. That's why I'm bringing this up. That's not my driver. Oh, that's my. That I think is my green card. Here we go. So it expires on my birthday in 2046. Now, when I got here, it was almost 15 years ago. Okay, let's see. It was issued in 2009. So, nearly had 40 years, or 35-year expiration date, something like that. So I think this is crazy. You know, so I don't have to go renew it every couple of years. I mean, I actually believe that you should probably, maybe every 10 years, maybe 15, you know, because, I mean, but if you're driving every day, you don't forget the rules and how things work, really. But it doesn't hurt to have things where you have to, like, kind of go back and be retested. For me, it was like there was, I think, only 2 real traffic rules that were different that I can remember between American driving school and this one, and you know, here in Finland. I mean, besides like their parking signs and all that, that stuff's all really different. But the one thing is, it's about yielding to the person on your right. I have to admit, I don't remember the rule in America, but I just think that I can't remember how it works in America. But it's really simple. It's just like they yield and you don't. Yeah, that's basically it. Like if there's a person to your right, they, you know, if you're coming up on a T-bend or something, and they're like in to your right, they have to, or you don't have to yield to them. I'm sure. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time with this particular rule. I don't remember. But here in Finland, it works like this, and this is the dumbest freaking rule I've ever seen. Now, and it only applies to certain roads. No one knows the exact. I think basically if it's over about 30 kilometers an hour on the road, then this doesn't apply. It's not written in any book, but that's basically, you know, the laws of the road as people drive. But how it works here in Finland is if you come up to a road and there's a person on your right, the rule for yielding is you have to yield to the person on your right if they do not have a yield sign. So, I mean, just think of that for a minute. I need to figure out if the person on my right has a yield sign. The only way to know that is you have to look over there and see if there's a triangle sign over there. Now here's the thing, the sign's backwards, obviously, although we can't see the front of it. And to make matters worse, there's 4 other traffic like signs that use a triangle. So you really honestly don't know if they have an actual yield sign. You just have to, if there's a triangle one over there, you've got to stop and wait. Hope you got it right. Oh, we're always switching. Okay. Better get over here. I didn't realize we were that far into this. Guess I got talking. All right, let's hook this guy up. Where are we at? Oh, we don't have the worker here for these 2. And that's it, really. I might just keep digging. We'll do like a, or you know, we're here. Let's do the. You guys got power and everything you do. I think we're just one upgrade away from... That's weird. It never used to do that. Oh, I didn't look. I didn't... Forgot. So we're at 32.3. Okay. No, put... Bugs, man. Got these little gnat-looking bugs flying all over the place over here. In my face and bugging me. That's probably the only real difference between the, like, driving rules. 31, okay, so yeah, we'll get around 31, 32 ounces of gold from... So let's... So we're at 32. So we should get about 64, 65 if it's a pretty good run here. Be nice if the other place has a lot more magnetite as well, because that can bring in some decent cash actually. I guess I forgot we don't have to come all the way up here to do this, but just used to doing it this way. It's kind of easier. Everything's here. You can reach everything. The bucket's not like falling over all the time. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Boy, we need to make up some money or like gold here real quick to meet that goal. But these ones generally give us quite a bit, so. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the top up there we need to do. That's where we'll get some extra gold, because I was thinking there's one more bucket here, or like I feel like we're missing something. And that was an extra bucket, so yeah. Our top bucket. %, that's it. That's all you got for me? Rookie numbers. But the 44 is starting to look good. What did I say, 50? No, it should be like 65. I like this. Like, this is like such a different pace than the leaderboards. Nice to just get in and play the game and enjoy how everything works and not be so much in a rush to make billions of dollars, you know. Okay, so we gotta go get the one from the top. I don't think I have to shovel it out. Let me see. Do we? Yeah, they switch it. Good. Well, we are up to 50, so that's good. Got to see more, though, I don't think. Now we got this thing of paint job. It looks more like a cow now than anything. Oh, All right, so we need some water. That's a nice amount, isn't it? All right, give me 10. Give me 10. If I, oh yeah, I say if I put these in, how come they haven't changed? It's because we actually need to turn the system on. All right. Oh, we're already at 65. Perfect. So which ones we need to take out? The last two. So yeah, I think we've actually gotten, was it 33 ounces? So we're up by just a little bit. That's always nice. Let me go get this other set. And we'll be good to go. This is on leaderboard. This is definitely a huge time consumer. That's why I never do it in the leaderboards. But here, man, on hard mode, you want every little ounce of gold you can get. So we can't take these two, just add them over there. Be like, you know, you all can work together. We're a team. But I guess not. So with this, we might get up to 66 ounces. That would be kind of nice. All right, so we gotta get these to stand up. Just gonna fill them up. Whoops. And so I run on in and knock them all over. That's how I do things. It's how we roll. So you're done. We got 16 ounces, or 16%. I'm also interested to see how, would love to see how some of you get along in the hard mode series and see if how different you do from how I do it. And also, so you can also share screenshots and stuff there if you want in that particular thread. That would be cool. Okay, I think everything's nice and filled up. All right, well, you know, let me get this reset, but I think I'm going to leave it here actually because I just want to get this up, make sure everyone gets the kind of gets that announcement that there are some hard mode saves that they can download and begin playing and enjoy Gold Mining Simulator the hard way. So, hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you're brand new, please subscribe. If you want to help support the channel, you can do so by becoming part of the OMG gang. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.